What's up, y'all? I'm sitting here waiting on Friday. Like, where you at? So, y'all, listen, right? I was talking to a few people yesterday just about the video that I had posted, regarding, like, the way our country is set up and breaking up black homes and, just the situation that my homie was telling me about with him and his baby mama. And it ruffled a lot of people feathers, a lot of pretty much females, which I figured it would. So I just want to clarify on that and just give y'all a little bit of my perspective on how I view stuff and why I say the stuff I say and why I think the way I think. First of all, like, to y'all that have a problem with the way that I come off in my videos, the way my voice sound, the way my fucking hair look, all that shit, like, y'all part of the reason why I keep doing this. Just ignorant, missing the whole entire message, because it ain't nobody that can get on and post of mine and dispute that what I'm saying about the way that we talk to our children, the way that we speak life into these men, and the way that stuff is set up as far as the home unit. Nobody can dispute that message. If you got a problem with how I'm putting it out there, maybe the message wasn't for you, because the people that I'm targeting, where I come from, that's how they talk. That's how they can relate. I can have a full conversation with not one cuss word. But I'm not trying to appeal to the people who don't cuss, because those are the ones that probably already got it figured out. I'm trying to appeal to Keisha the hood rat that get assistance and cuss her baby daddy out every day. I'm trying to appeal to Mike the dope boy that's slinging that shit right around in rentals every day. I'm trying to appeal to those who don't know what I know but come from where I come from. So I really don't give a damn about the stuff that y'all put on the videos. I don't care. Really, to help y'all understand, you ain't doing nothing but adding more fuel to my flame. You making me pop off even more. Because you really should just look at it. If you don't like it, keep your mouth shut and keep it moving. But when you talk about it, then my followers going to get on there and they going to get you right together. The ones that understand exactly what I'm trying to do. So with that being said, I don't want to waste too much time on the haters. I'm going to get right to the point. So I was having a conversation about the video or whatever, and they asking me, just my viewpoint and where I'm coming from with some of the stuff. So, I'm explaining. I view life and relationships as rooms and tables. So, they're like, well, what you mean rooms and tables? I view life and relationships and situations with children and baby daddies and baby mamas as rooms and tables. So what I mean by that is I'm going to paint y'all a picture of the room and table that I was talking about yesterday in a video with my dog. So picture this, a room. The room represents a person's life. It represents their personal life and everything that they have going on and the stuff that they do to provide for their family. So picture a room, and in this room, picture a table. Now, this table represents the foundation and everything that is needed for this family to be able to function. So you have the table, and under the table, you have the children. So you got a man and a woman in a room, and you got in between them, you have a table. Now, under this table, you got every child that this man and this woman have made together. Now, this table is what you sit everything on that is needed for these children under this table to survive. You follow me? So you got a man, a woman in a room. In between them is a table. Under the table are the children. So anything you put on this table is getting used up by this family unit. Okay, so the situation I was explaining yesterday, you got a man on one side of the table. Above his head, you see a sign that say employed, because he have a job. And you watch him and he's slowly putting stuff on the table. Now, he ain't putting as much as he should be putting. Of course, we looking at this picture and you can see this man should be putting more stuff on the table than what he putting. But he putting something nevertheless. On the other side of the table, you got the woman. Above her head is a sign that say unemployed, because she does not have a job. But you see her putting stuff on the table. How she putting the stuff on the table, we don't know yet. But we looking at this table, and the man putting stuff on the table. The woman putting stuff on the table. She putting a little bit more than him on the table. But I'm noticing that she ain't never leaving the table. Now remember, this room is life. So you seeing this man on a constant basis walking away from the table, going out and doing stuff in life and bringing it back and sitting on the table. So he's going out and he's working, he's hustling, he's doing whatever it is that he has to do to come up with these things, and he put them on the table. So sometimes he putting food, sometimes he putting shelter, sometimes he putting lights, sometimes he putting water. You watching him putting these various things on this table. On the woman's end, she's never leaving the table, but she putting food, she putting shelter, she putting this stuff on the table. So you like, damn, how the hell she putting this stuff on the table, but you don't see her leaving and running around and doing nothing like the man doing. So when you back up and look at the bigger picture of their room, you look and the woman got a big white man standing behind her with a bag. The man's shirt say government assistance. So you look And once a month, you watch this woman hold her hand back, and this man with this shirt that say government assistance, he's sitting food in her hand and she's sitting on the table. She hold her hand back, he's sitting cash in her hand, she's sitting on the table. She hold her hand back, he's sitting housing on the table, on her hand, and she's sitting on the table. So everything she bringing to the table, somebody behind her handing it to her. Okay, cool. She unemployed. She need help. I don't know why she unemployed or what her situation is, but nonetheless, she getting help from this government assistance man. So she holding her hand out. He putting the stuff in her hand. She's sitting on the table. Okay, so you got two people at this table. They both bringing stuff to the table. She getting hers from government assistance where she didn't have to run around and do nothing, and she putting it on the table. It's cool. The kids got to be fed, so I'm okay with that. My problem comes in when you look at these people table and the woman standing at the table talking shit to this man on the other end of the table. That's where my problem comes in with this room and this particular fucking table. The reason why I got a problem with that is because if somebody came in here and did away with this man standing behind you, handing you this stuff, what would you bring to the table? But you got the audacity to talk shit to somebody else that, yeah, he ain't bringing as much as he's supposed to, but he actually going out and working for what he bringing to the table. You tell me in what situation do it make sense for somebody to open their mouth and speak negative and bash and call somebody a deadbeat that's bringing stuff to the table that they actually working for? You ain't working for nothing. You simply holding your hand out. This man behind you with this government assistance shirt on is putting this stuff in your hand. You sitting on the table and you got the audacity to talk shit. You tell me where that makes sense. So boom, I made my point with that. So now I'm going to move on because everybody's room and table is different. So now I'm going to paint you another picture and I want you dudes to listen up. I'm going to paint you a picture of a room and a table. Man standing at one end of the table. Woman standing at another end of the table. Above her head, the sign say employed. And all you see her doing is moving around this room non-stop, stacking this table with all this stuff. When I say her side of the table so packed full of stuff, she working her ass off. Now you look at the other end of the table and the dude just standing there. He put that on the table and he ain't moving from the table. He's standing at the table just watching. So you watching this woman stack her end of the table. Now you look and this woman ain't standing still long enough for nobody to put nothing in her hand. So ain't no man behind her at the end of her table handing her no government assistance, no food stamps, no none of that. Everything she bringing to this table, she working for it. While you standing at the table as a man watching. That's what you call the real deadbeat. Because over his head you see a sign that say unemployed. He ain't not looking for no work. He don't move from this table. He's standing there just watching what she brings to the table. She got every right to say whatever she want to you. In a perfect world, yeah, I would tell her, don't even pay that nigga no mind. Don't say nothing to him. You keep doing what you doing, queen. But if she choose to stop and cuss your ass out, who is anybody to tell her she wrong? You a deadbeat. You that one that a nigga need to cuss out. You that one that she need to cuss your ass the fuck out. Because you watching. You standing at a table. You know your kids under this table and need whatever you put on this table. And you ain't putting nothing. So what this woman need to do is go around to your side of the table and tell your ass to get the fuck from her table. Get the fuck from around my table. That's what she need to tell you. And if she really badass, she'll tell your ass, get the fuck out my room. We don't need niggas like you standing around our table, watching us work, watching us provide for these kids, and don't provide nothing. We don't need you in our room. Get the hell out. So now let's paint another picture. Keep this same scenario though. Keep this same woman working her behind off. No government assistance man standing behind her. She's stacking this stuff on the table. And it's a dude standing on the other end of the table. Got an unemployed sign above his head. He ain't putting nothing on the table. Now when you watching this room and this table, you watching this man got the audacity to reach on the table and pick up something off the table. Rather it be food. Rather it be shelter. Rather it be her car. Whatever. You got the audacity as a man to stand at this table. You don't bring nothing to the table, but you got the audacity to reach out and use something off this table. Oh my God. If one of you niggas ever in your life try to come to my table and don't bring nothing and try to take something off of it, wait a minute. It's gonna be motherfucking smoke in the city. New situation. Picture a situation with you dudes that got 3 or 4 tables and 3 or 4 rooms with 3 or 4 different females. So boom, you got the same room, same table, same kids with the woman over here that's working her behind off, and this dude standing over here with the unemployed sign and ain't bringing nothing to the table. Let's scratch that sign out the way and put employed or hustler on the sign, whatever you want to put. However you want to choose, he got some way to generate revenue. When you look behind him, he got 2 or 3 other tables and 2 or 3 other rooms linked into him. On 2 of the other rooms, he putting stuff on the table with these females, but the one that we originally looking at, he ain't putting nothing on the table. That's how some of you niggas is. Some of you niggas at one table and ain't bringing nothing to this table. When we look behind, you done started a new table in a new room with another female. Oh my God. What the fuck do you think we call you niggas? You ones that the kids under this table that you originally started ain't worth what you giving the kids at the other table that you done started. You tell me in what world that makes sense. You a nigga with a table in front of you, a table on this side of you, and a table on the other side of you, but it's only 1 or 2 of these tables that you actually putting stuff on the table. Why the kids under certain one of these tables, why they worth more than the kids under the original table that you started? See, I don't got a problem with you men with 2 or 3 different tables and 2 or 3 different rooms. My problem come in when y'all ain't able to put the same stuff on all these damn tables. I got a homeboy, he got 5 kids and 3 different baby mamas. So he got 3 different rooms, 3 different tables. When I tell you that man work his ass off and put the same amount of stuff on each one of these tables and don't let what now one of these females doing at these tables affect what he brings to the table, he doing some real stuff. You guys need to sit back and evaluate what your room and your table look like. See if it's up to par. Because the way I got my room and my table set up right now, it's a table. It's me. It's my baby daddy at the other end, and I'm moving around this room, and he moving around too, goddammit. And sometimes he move around more than me. Sometimes I move around more than him. But the stuff that we say out our mouth to each other is motivation to one another. Look what I brought to the table today, boo. What you brought? He like, shit, look what I brought. What you bringing? Ain't no white man standing behind me with no government assistant shirt. I'm working my ass off. But to the sisters that do have to have one behind you, all I'm saying is if you got one behind you and you unemployed just like the baby daddy that ain't bringing nothing, mind your mouth and what you say. To my sisters that's working their ass off, stacking that table full of stuff, and you got a nigga at your table that ain't bringing nothing to the table, or you can look behind him and see he got a bunch of stuff stacked up, but he putting it on other tables and ain't putting nothing on your table. Get that nigga away from your table. Kick that nigga out your goddamn room. Rooms and tables. Think with that.